1994, and he's actually a truck driver. And he was probably one of the best dressed truck drivers and had the nicest hair.
What stood out loud and clear to me was that he is a man of character, and actually, he is kind of a character himself.
First time I met him was at an HBA golf tournament. He walked up to me, introduced himself, and I was immediately struck by what a truly classy and gracious man he is.
I first tried to get to know Nate back in about 1996 or 97. Just as I was getting ready to ask him to take on my account, he got promoted to manage the new Par Lumber store down in Salem. It ended up taking me another 10 years before really getting to know Nate through our work here at the HBA.
It was at the International Builder Show about 15 years ago, I'm guessing. And Nate worked for Par at the time, and he was taking my entire team who was there out to dinner. We had this huge table. I think we had more people than would fit in Randy Sebastian's limo.
So I met him at a nursing home. A friend of his was a conscientious objector, and he said, "Come work with me, Nate, at this nursing home," and I was the nurse there. And I met his father at the same time, and I thought his father was a charming fellow before I even noticed him. And then he just kind of charmed me like he does everybody.
Nate's personality, lovable and joyful.
Smart, full understanding of the industry.
Sincere and honest.
Smiles a lot.
He is enthusiastic, and he is fearless. And he is that way in his job, and he's that way in his life in general. He just takes on tasks and says, "I can do this," and he does. The only thing he doesn't do is golf.
I don't know for sure, but I do know he played for Bruce Hornsby, but I don't know about the rest.
D. I know that he played with Lisa Hartman's band, so I'm going to go with D.
The thing with Popeye, probably, I guess. I don't know.
Actually, I know all these about Nate. It's that the Popeye guy. I know he didn't do that.
Played with Bruce Hornsby.
I think he did all of those things, didn't he? I think he did.
Nate has a lengthy and loyal business history, from being a delivery boy from a lumber yard to VP of Sales and Marketing, and most recently to an ownership position with a cabinet company.
So I think it serves him well because he's able to rely and fall back on the things that have helped him be successful, and he's learned from some of the mistakes or challenges he's had. In addition, I think that the important part for Nate is his ability to draw people around him and to be able to leverage his experience and understanding of business for the better of those around him as well.
He has a real gift for making everybody around him feel valuable and important, and I think that's going to serve him very well as president.
Nate gets our industry from the bottom up. He's seen what builders go through every day.
He understands the challenges of labor, price, delivery, logistics, so I think he will be able to bring a wealth of experience to all the members of the HBA.
He's also a connector. He's one of those people that remembers people's names and remembers what they're all about and little anecdotes about them, and he uses it to connect people, and that's kind of what the HBA is all about.
I am partly guessing here, but I think Nate really enjoys playing the piano the most of those items.
I'm gonna go with on the motor yacht, but it is a tugboat, not a yacht. It only goes 6 knots, but he does love his farm as well, but I would go with B.
Well, we all know that Nate's a gifted pianist, but for me, I kind of see Nate as kind of like laid back like old Bing Crosby, and I can see him kicking back at home or in his boat and just being as happy as a clam at high tide. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I think that Nate really loves to play the piano. No doubt. It's a good creative outlet for him. And I think playing with his little animals is great therapy for anybody.
He hates the farm animals. And one time he carried a baby cow all the way to the barn because it was raining and it was just born, and the mother just, took it right back out in the rain. And he was like, that's it. And then another time he had a turkey that clawed the heck out of him, and he just is not into those animals.
Just keep being the person he really is right now.
I would say, Nate, just be yourself.
Stick with it, with what you know, Nate.
Just be your genuine, kind, and caring self.
I just tell Nate to keep doing what he's doing.
Keep being yourself.
Yeah, Nate, from the bottom of my heart, I met you in 1994. You gave me every opportunity to be in the position I am in now. I wish you great success. I know that you're going to do a phenomenal job. You have put a lot of your heart and your soul into the industry, into the HBA, and those people that you have mentored are now very, very successful because of your efforts and your leadership. So I wish you the best and have a great year. I know you'll do well.
Nate, I look forward to working with you this year. This is a great opportunity for us to take forward this association to where it belongs. And it's important that we continue to take that leadership role as an association. And you're going to do a great job getting us there. And I am on board with you.
Well, I would say, Nate, on the date of your inauguration, should you ever need anything, call the Godfather. Capiche?